everybody, this your girl Cece with Where It Begins magazine, and I got my co-host on the line. Hey, Mickey Monday, how are you today?
I'm doing pretty good. See, how are you?
I'm good, and happy Tuesday.
Yeah, happy Tuesday to you too.
Thank you. We have a special guest on the line, and we always talk about the app Clubhouse. So I met her on Clubhouse, and I love her vibes. I'm gonna let her introduce herself of who she is and what she do.
Hi, everyone. My name is Krissy. I am the VP of Treimage. We're a licensing, branding, marketing, endorsement, public relations, and sponsorship company. We have more say or less corporate brands. We also do public relations. I did say that before. And it was nice meeting you, Cece. And actually, we met before Clubhouse. We met on Facebook.
That is true. That is true. But what made you want to get into the entertainment business?
Well, you know what? I kind of grew up because I'm from the San Fernando Valley, which is like LA County, Los Angeles, California. So the San Fernando Valley is where like all the entertainers, like all the people, the who's a who, Hollywood or whatnot, everybody lives in the San Fernando Valley. So I grew up with a lot of celebrity kids. So I basically grew up in the industry knowing like a lot of different people. But I just seen it and I was like, nah, it's not something that I wanted to do. And then Andre Wilson, which is the son of Ronnie Wilson of the Gap Band, he would call me. We did some personal business together. I did some business with his company. He had a company called Pair of Dice. So I had came in and did some business with him. And he was like, you know what? You would do good in the entertainment industry. And I was like, nah, I don't like it. I don't like it. Because, I've been to the studio. Well, I seen the talent part of it, not the business part of it, where people would be in the studios and different stuff. And that wasn't me. So I was like, nah. And then so he would just come and just keep bugging me. And I was just like, nah. But then I actually started, I can't even think of the year. I actually started with Suave Triple X, which he's a porn star. So what had happened with him is he had wrote a book called How I Became the Gangster of Porn, which is available on Amazon, you guys. He had wrote a book, How I Became the Gangster of Porn. So a mutual friend of ours is like, because I grew up with Suave from a kid. So I've been knowing him a very long time. And so somebody was like, yeah, Suave, he wrote a book. He got this going on. He got that going on. And I was like, I need a job. I need a job. And they're like, no, Krissy, you don't need a job. You don't need a job. So I seen him at a party and I pitched him and I became his assistant. And and after that, it was dope. Like, it was dope. I started out as his assistant. Then I ended up becoming his publicist. But on my journey of doing things for him, being his assistant, I actually came across a magazine, which is owned by Mark Rowe out in London, called Soul Central Magazine. And he was like, oh, I want you to be an ambassador. I love your motivation. I love your drive. I want you to be, ambassador, a journalist. So I started doing work there with him. And then, I happened to, with doing that work, I happened to bump into Nikki Rich or whatever. She's well known in the media world. And she just seen my work and she was like, hey, I want you to be my media coordinator. So then from there, I became her media coordinator. And as I was being her media coordinator, I was actually doing things that publicists would do. But I had no idea what a publicist was at the time, because what I used to do to get my media in events, like if I see an event, like say, CC, if you had an event and say if you had 2 Chainz at the event and then the flyer is just going on social media. So what I would do is I would call the number on the flyer and I would find out who's the promoter or who's in charge. And I'd be like, hey, my name is Krissy. I'm with Soul Central Magazine. We're a magazine from London, because our theme at Soul Central was go global or stay local.
Okay.
So, you know, I would kind of pitch people, you know, and they would let me in to come in and do the media for them. And I mean, it's definitely dope. Now I'm the regional manager of One West magazine, which is definitely dope. And you know, I ended up over there by interviewing Russell. We got a chance to interview Russell Simmons, which was really, really dope. And you guys could check out the website of the magazine. It's onewestmagazine.com if y'all could go and check that out. But I just was just meeting people, and Shantae Gibson, which is the sister of Tyrese Gibson, she's also in media and she does a lot of radio stuff. And she would always tell me, she would always say, you're a publicist, you're a publicist. And I'm like, no, I'm not a publicist. I'm not a yes, you are. And I kind of went back and forth with that. And then so I started doing public relations. And when I started doing public relations, I actually bumped into a guy, Charles Singleton, over at Treimage, which I'm the VP of Treimage now. But I had bumped into him and he was having a party for a celebrity. And I had needed some help with something. And my brother, Blue Flame, he's a brother to me. He called me and he's like, hey, I need some help. You know, I need you to do some PR on this event. He was like, in exchange, I forgot what it was I needed. And I was like, okay, sure, no problem. And then I got over there with Charles, which is the CEO of Treimage. And like, I really showed up and showed out at the event to where he was like, who is she? I got to have her on my team. He was like, I want you to come on. I want you to be a licensing agent. And I'm like, listen, I don't know nothing about being a licensed agent. And he was like, no, it's easy. I'll teach you. Just come. So yeah, so I hopped on his team as a licensed agent and I started bringing deals to him. And just like, I want to say in less than a year, I ended up becoming the VP of public relations. And now I'm the VP of public relations and operations.
Okay. Awesome, lady. Look at you
That's
doing so
amazing.
much stuff. Yes. So can you tell me what a publicist do? What's your definition of a publicist?
My definition of a publicist is supposed to build and protect the brand. And a lot of these people now, you have a lot of people that's calling themselves a publicist because they think that, oh, we booked them on this red carpet. Oh, we booked them this interview. Like, it's a lot of stuff that comes to being a publicist. Like, you got to strategize, you got to plan. You know, there's press releases, there's pitching. Like, it's a lot more that come with public relations than setting up media interviews and red carpets and things like that.
Okay. Yeah, because I think a lot of people get confused what a publicist and manager do. So I like to ask that question.
Yeah, a lot of people, the publicist does a lot. Like, the publicist does a lot. Like, they clean up a lot of messes. Like I said, they're there to build and protect the brand. So, you know, the publicist is a lot, you know, they control your social media. So basically it's somebody that you got to put all your trust in. Somebody has to trust you with their brand and know that you're going to take their brand to the next level. Because you will get some people that'll hire a publicist and it'd be crazy. And it's like, you want to let me do my job or you want to do my job?
I understand that. I got you.
But let me add on to this, CC. I only do public relations. My public relations, the people that I do it for is very limited. I fell in love with licensing and branding and endorsement and sponsorships over here at Treimage. So I really too much don't do public relations anymore. I'm more of doing licensing and endorsements because that's what I love. That's where, you know, where I feel my passion at. So yeah, I just wanted to say that.
All right. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Absolutely. So Krissy, tell us with Treimage, you know, you have, like you said, branding and licensing. So talk to us more about some of the past events that you've done. Because I know you've done like a couple of festivals with Treimage and then also some other other events. Can you share some of the highlights
Yeah,
of those
we
events?
actually some of the stuff I can't really talk about because it's still in the midst, but I could talk about the past things we've done. We do the Los Angeles Wine Festival every year, which is really big in LA. We do that. We did the Vegan Festival. We did a birthday party for Darius McQuarrie. We also did like some kind of, it was like a double party because he played in Monogamy. So it was like, would it be like a pre-party? Because it wasn't a viewing party. But yeah, it was his birthday party, and then it was something for Monogamy, all in one. We just recently signed Ja Rule to be his licensing agent. I need to stop saying we just recently signed Ja Rule. We have Stampede Management, which they manage artists like Snoop Dogg. We have a partnership with them.
Okay.
And we got a bunch of other things in the works that at the moment I can't talk about, but what I will tell you is stop saying I can't stand. I hate when people talk and they keep saying and I keep doing it. I'm like because I really don't interview too much. I like to be behind the scenes. So yeah, we have our clients are Sunkist Growers. Then we have Sun-Made Raisins. We also have the Smurfs. There's Leaf Mobile. We have Spice Centers. Yeah, we have like a lot of corporate brands.
Awesome.
Okay. Wow. So out of doing your trade image and then also doing stuff for like magazines and things like that, they say the harder the challenge, the greater the reward. So out of the two, which one do you find to be more challenging out of the two, and which one, subsequently offers a greater reward?
I would definitely say the licensing. The licensing can be very challenging because so you got to remember, like I'm just Krissy, right? So say we want Beyonce, right? Say we have a manufacturer that wants Beyonce. I'm just Krissy. So then I have to go and try to track down Beyonce's team who represents her. And when you get big artists like that, it's kind of hard. Like it's kind of hard. It's kind of like a bill collector skip tracing. Like you trying to track this person down in every way. And then so now you're calling your connection to see who's connected with who and who can connect you with who. And it's but we get the job done though, but it can be extremely challenging sometimes depending on the situation. Now with the magazines and not just One West magazine, I'm also the talent booker and media coordinator for 97.3 FM, The Heat out of Grand Rapids, Michigan, on Friday from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. Pacific Standard Time with Colin Book and DJ Prodigy. So I'm always booking artists for them, but to me, that's really easy because, I know a lot of people in the industry. So it's not really hard. Like, it's not really hard to hit up a publicist and say, hey, I need some talent over here to interview. So that's real easy. That's really easy as far as the magazine and the radio station. Then also too, I'm also booking talent and things like that for, I think it's Where I Am. It's called Where I Am. It's on 91.5 FM. It's out of Las Vegas, Nevada. They have over 100,000 listeners. And it's a mental health and wellness show.
Okay. Wow.
So many things you're juggling around, and you just talk about it so casually, like.
No, I don't talk about them. No, it's not that.
It's just like it's effortless though.
Don't be like that, Mickey Monday. And we gonna catch you on 97.3 FM. The Heat. You gonna come and you gonna interview because I see you do music, right?
Yes, that's true. That's correct. Yes, I do.
Yeah, so we're definitely gonna come and we gonna catch you on there. And I'm not saying it like casually, like, I mean, it soaks up my day. Like right now, and I got to turn in my schedule for the month for 97.3 FM because I got to turn in 8 artists that's going to interview. Then I got to get them over. Once they get the flyers out, then I got to dish out, distribute the flyer to people. So, I mean, I'm just saying because you got to remember, I've started out in media. Well, I started out as an assistant, but I want to say I did media longer than I did anything. So the media part of it, that's not hard. That's pretty easy. It's like I said, it's the licensing part that, even with the sponsorship, like, cause we do sponsorship too. And I just was posting in the groups too right now, seeing who does sponsorship because, Treimage, we want to build a sponsorship team so we can just let that team focus on sponsorship. Because, if you got me trying to track down people and do the things that I do for the licensing deals and the endorsement deals, then, I could do the sponsorship, but then we need somebody to do the sponsorship too, because it takes so much energy. And then the thing of it is, it's only about 13 of us, I want to say, like 1 or 2 are in different countries. I want to say it's a couple of licensing agents that are in different countries. But far as like putting in the work, like grinding is me and Charles, the CEO of the company. I give a shout out to my CEO of the company, Charles Singleton. And not to change the subject or anything, just to give you a little information about him. He was a VP at a pretty big licensing company. I'm not going to say their name because I don't know if I can. But he was a VP over there, and he seen that they didn't target urban brands. Like they didn't, our kind was not getting these licensing deals. I think the company might have had one urban brand, but they had all these other brands. So he just decided to, give up that job over there, start his own company, and target urban brands. And when we first started, it was really hard when we first started. We had so many people that doubted it. And because remember, when he started, he was already started when he brought me in. He was just getting started. So then when he brought me in, and this, I maybe want to say this might have been 5 years ago. I'm not even sure of the date. I haven't kept up with the date. But yeah, like me and Charles been putting in some work.
Okay. Yeah, that's what's up.
So out of all that stuff that you do, what do you do on your free time, or when do you have time for free time? Woo!
I don't have it's crazy. I don't have any free time. I do, and I don't. I've lost so many friends, like not like that or whatever. I lost so many friends because I put just everything into this, like my whole heart, like, and sometimes you have to what I've learned, you have to make time for yourself. But now that we're kind of at where we're at, even though we're still growing, like I'm able to make time for myself. That's just like with any brand. When you first start or whatever, you're putting your blood, sweat, and tears in it. So you don't have time to show up to different things. Like I've actually missed one of my good friends. They was having a baby shower for her, but it was a surprise wedding. So I was thinking, oh, it's just a baby shower. I'm not going to attend. It's just a baby shower. I'm over here working because I had an event to do. So I'm just like, okay, it's a surprise baby shower. Come to find out it was a whole wedding. I was like, oh my God, I kind of felt bad for that. But I miss a lot of things. And then, then I got my kids. So I'm going to be working on her stuff because she cooks really, really good. And she's only 9 years old. So I'm trying to do her a YouTube channel and a cooking book and all this different stuff or whatnot. But then the pandemic, and these kids and COVID and the teachers. And so you basically teaching your kid because they only online with them for 2 hours. So then it's your job. Yeah, it's a lot.
I understand.
And thank you, CC, because you be keeping me on point sometimes. I get that text from you and I'll be like, oh, okay, let me get it together.
Thanks, lady. Thanks. Mickey Monday looking like he got a good question for you over there.
I'm over here and I'm waiting.
And y'all was going back and forth. I ain't want to stop that. So tell us a little more about some of the people you have under your PR. Like I saw in your Instagram, you have like, was it Omar Gooden? I think. Let me take a look again, because
yeah, I do some stuff for Omar. I will say I do some stuff. I haven't did anything for him lately, but yes, okay. I do some stuff from Omar. Shout out to Omar. Shout out to the manager, his manager, Curtis over at One Shot Films or whatnot. Everything that they do, Curtis calls me and be like, Krissy, I got this going on. I got this film. I need you to come in. Give me some media, some stuff like that. So I'll look out for those. That looks out for me. Then also too, I have on there Medina Miliana from Growing Up Hip Hop. I met her at the NAACP Awards. I the best that I can or whatnot or whatever. I try to do some things for her or whatnot. Like I said, I do little public relations. I mainly be focusing on the licensing part of everything. I mean, like, so those people that you see that I got up there, they're near and dear to my heart. We're cool. And so, if something comes across as far as public relations, or if it's something that I feel the need that they fit or whatnot, I definitely can pitch on their behalf.
Okay.
Awesome.
Okay. Well, I know we got 2 trivia questions for you. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. You want me to start with mine first, Mickey Monday?
Sure.
Okay, so mine is, what's the most interesting building you've ever seen or been in?
The most interesting building?
Yes.
Oh, the most interesting building. I don't know. CC, I don't know. Building?
I mean, you'd have been at all these media places, stadiums, and all these places.
What do you mean by, like, because I don't know what you mean by building. I could answer as far as event, but building?
Like a building, structure, monument.
I would pick maybe the monument, the White House,
I don't know. I guess the Biltmore Hotel downtown, that was really amazing to me. The building. I wish you would have gave me these questions before now.
That's fine. You could go with that. That's interesting and amazing to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm trying to think, because I've been in some nice buildings, and right now I'm having a brain for it because I'm trying to think of the buildings that I've been in.
It's all good. Okay. So my trivia question is, who is your celebrity lookalike?
I don't have one.
Okay, because I was gonna say, like, I know if you get mistaken as for somebody famous or what, like who?
No, I never get mistaken for nobody famous. Okay. Like I said, I do a lot of behind the scenes work. So like you won't, I'm not on the forefront. So
I mean, you could be somewhere at a restaurant, a bar, in the grocery store.
Right.
Hey, you.
I get that. I look absolutely like no one.
That's a good thing.
Right? Right. It'd be a lot going on. It'd be a lot going on in this world.
That's a good thing. You're right, because then that don't give an excuse for people to come up and talk to you. Because look, I'm not a people person, so when people do that to me, I'll be like, why are you in front of me?
Oh, but you know what happened? Oh my God. So you know what happened? Because sometimes, like, I don't know, like, okay, so a long time ago, right? I was at the gym in Encino, like, this was like at least 15 years ago, right? And Tatiana was there, Ashley from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, right? Mm-hmm. And I kept looking at her like, damn, I know her. She probably thought I was a crazy lady, because I walked up to her and I'm like, don't I know you from somewhere? And she's like, no. Then I got to doing a roll call of, of all these schools and stuff. And she's like, nah. And she was like, no, I don't think so. And I'm like, I know you. I'm like, I don't know where I know you from, but I know you. And then I started naming more schools, right? Then I started naming people. And she's like, nah. And then it took me like a week later. I'm like, oh, that was Tatiana Ali. But
Wow.
It'd be like that though. It'd be like
Yeah.
that. But tell everybody where they can follow you.
You could follow me on Instagram, Candy Cane the Plug. It's Candy Cane _ the THE _ plug PLUG. I'm also on LinkedIn. I don't know my LinkedIn name. I don't know my LinkedIn name. Ooh, that's not good. No, that's because I'm hardly ever on there. Facebook, I'm Krishan Miller Robinson. Clubhouse, it's Krissy Kane on Clubhouse. You can also check out the website treimage.com, TREimage.com. You can also check out onewestmagazine.com. You can also check out 97.3 FM theheat.com, but there's no point in it. It's just 97.3theheat.com. And I don't know where else. I don't know any other platform.
That's right there.
Yeah.
But I want to say thanks for interviewing with us today. Continue on your grind. You have so much on your plate. You know, I'm thankful to have met you, and I look forward to doing more stuff for 2021.
I know I do look forward to working with you, and I don't know if I was that interesting or whatnot. As I told you before, I don't do much interviewing. I like to send clients to the interviews. I don't like doing the interviewing.
Oh, you was fine. You got a lot on your plate, and you stressed enough.
Yeah, I was like, ooh, this dang on computer wasn't even working for me to try to get on. I was like, let me get her to her through this phone.
You're fine.
Wow. Yeah. Well, Krissy, thank you yet again.
I'm sorry. I was about to say, do you got any other questions? Because I've seen you've been on my Instagram.
I do, but I mean, because we're so short for time, you know, we could just save it for another time. You know, and I'll reach out to you too on Instagram.
Hit me up. Yeah, hit me up. Any other questions? You know, hit me up, CC. You need anything from me, feel free, text me, call me, or whatnot. I want to see this interview before it goes out. No, I'm joking. Do your thing though.
Wow. All right. Well, yes, thank you, Krissy. Thank you so much. You know, you are definitely inspiration. And like I said, you just juggle everything. You just make it sound so easy, but I know it's not, but yeah, so we'll definitely keep in touch.
Okay, definitely. And no, it's not easy. It's very challenging. And I appreciate you guys for letting me come to your platform and tell the world who I am and what I do.
Awesome. Well, have a blessed Tuesday and be safe.
You too. So I can end this call now.
Yeah. You is a mess.
My goodness.
Yes, you can.
Yeah.